Yeah, hello everyone, and welcome to the newest episode of the Why Am I Here podcast with me, your host, Sani. I know it's been a while. I've been out. It's been about a month, I think, a little over 30 days. I've been busy, few personal things happened in the span of like 3 weeks that kind of fucked up my schedule, and then I went to the beach, vibed out at the beach. It was fun. It was awesome. Got the fucking bullet up with the dudes, my guys. Shout out my guys, and we just had fun. But I'm glad to be back. It's been a while, so pardon me if I'm a little off right now. But I'm here today because of central air conditioning. Because if I didn't have central air conditioning, boy, would I be fucked right now. Holy shit. It is so hot. It's so goddamn hot. And the worst thing of all is that it's humid too. So I can't even breathe. Like I said before, glad to be back talking about film and television. Love this. I may have been gone for a while, but I've been keeping up with what I need to be watching mostly. But let's get to some a little bit of film news. I'll talk about Nope a little later in the podcast, but before Nope, they showed a teaser trailer for Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, which goddamn did that fucking teaser have the theater shaking. I'm ready for that movie. It might be my one of my most anticipated movies of next year. I am a Christopher Nolan simp. Yes, this is true. I don't even know if you can say this on the platform, but yeah, he's fucking great. Killian Murphy, RDJ, the list goes on. The cast is just insane. We also have Dune coming out next year. So, next year, 2023, film wise, might be one for the books. I don't know. I really don't. Like, it's gonna. I can't wait for next year. The stuff that's coming out is gonna be great. Yes, 2023, the year of the goat. I don't know if it's the year of the goat, but goddamn, it's a lot of goat filmmakers coming out. But on to some other news. I was perusing the internet, came across Anthony Starr and talks to be a major villain in the Blade film coming out with Mahershala Ali as Blade. I love Anthony Starr. He's amazing in The Boys. I would love to see him in other stuff. I know he's in this show called Banshee. I was just told it's the year of the rabbit next year. I don't I don't have a pun. But let's just say next year's gonna fuck. Back to what I was saying. Anthony Starr, great in The Boys. Honestly, no one no one fits a role as perfectly as Anthony Starr as Homelander, in my opinion. The way that man carries himself and in the role is phenomenal. Yeah, he keeps fuck keeps outperforming himself, which is crazy. Like he keeps getting better. But I mean, usually when an actor is doing a performance, I guess they usually get better, but you don't see him getting like bored of the role. He enjoys playing Homelander. fucking great at it. I think he's in another TV show called Banshee. I never watched it. I might check it out for him, honestly. But I'm not even sure if that show is up my alley. I think it's like a pseudo procedural cop show, which I am not the biggest fan of, to be honest. So I might check it out though. Either way, I do like True Detective. It's if it's in the guise of True Detective, then I'll fucking watch it for sure, for sure. And while I was gone for the past like 32 days, 38 days, 47 days, I kept up with watching film. I believe I did not get the chance to talk about Elvis. And if I did in the last podcast, I'm gonna talk about it again. It was great. I love the Elvis movie, honestly. Um I did not like Tom Hanks's performance. It was just I just personally didn't like the character. The accent was weird, even if it was true to character, it just didn't. It sounded like Tom Cruise, not Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks, um, doing an accent. It didn't. It's felt a little forced, but on the other side of that, Austin Butler's Elvis was like perfect casting. Honestly, he sounded great. He looked the part. He looks way too similar to Elvis in a lot of the shots, especially when they cut in like his last performance at the end of at the end of the film. Powerful performance. It was good. I loved it. I loved Boz Lerman's editing, and it was a good story that told. It was honestly all around great biopic, better than the Queen biopic in my opinion. What other biopics? I none come to my head because I don't really watch biopics personally. I'm more of a fiction guy, non-fiction guy. Always get the two confused. What else did I see? I saw The Black Phone, Scott Derrickson's new film with Ethan Hawke and children. The children were all right, pretty good acting wise. I liked The Black Phone. Like I just overall enjoyed that experience seeing The Black Phone. I loved like when the kid was spoilers by the way. Spoilers for all these films I'm about to talk about. But but I loved when the kid was interacting with the ghosts through the phone, which was interesting. They were like the ghosts were like you got to fuck him up for us. You got to they were helping him out, showing him uh that there was a game being played and help him figure it out. And the ending was a little kind of just happened. Yeah, the ending kind of just happened. I won't spoil the ending, but I would definitely go check it out, especially if you enjoy like horror thriller. I guess it's more of a thriller than horror. But there are a few moments when I jumped a little out of my seat just from how the camera pivoted to reveal certain things. Netflix film that I watched, Spiderhead, was not the best movie. Not the best, I will say, but I did enjoy it. I enjoyed Chris Hemsworth's performance. I actually enjoyed Miles Teller's performance, even though I'm not the biggest Miles Teller fan, even though he was great in Top Gun Maverick, one of the highest grossing films ever. Just had to throw that in there because it's a great film. And it was basically a story about a guy who did something. I'm not going to spoil what he did, but did something fucked up, got arrested, and had to spend time. Well, he asked to spend time at Spiderhead, which is a research facility slash prison, which is just starting off ethically wrong. That sentence just sounds terrible. They were experimenting on the inmates, but the thing was they had to give permission to have them experiment on them. And Chris Hemsworth gave a convincing performance as a fucking crazy CEO scientist who was basically trying to make money, but he was very, very kind to people and extremely manipulative. Honestly, I would say go check out Spiderhead. An enjoyable movie. The score though was phenomenal. All bangers. All bangers were played in that movie. That's honestly why it kind of helped with the story lacking a little at times, but hey, music is great. The music's wonderful. What I did not enjoy though was Last Night in Soho. Jesus Christ. Last Night in Soho. What can I say? I didn't enjoy the film like at all. It just didn't make sense to me. It was about a fashion student who is being mistreated in her class by a bully and decides to move out of her living situation into this place where a killer lives. Former killer. Maybe. We'll see. Not gonna actually I don't give a fuck about this film. But basically, whenever she sleeps in her bed, she is transported into the 50s, I believe. Soho in the 50s, where what's her name? Anya Taylor-Joy, who's also in the film, plays a singer who wants to be a star but gets manipulated into having sex with a lot of men to try and get famous, which is fucked up. But then it just turns around and tries to make her out to be the bad person in the story, even though she wasn't at all. She did kill a lot of the men she was like coerced into having sex with for her like career. But and I guess she I don't I don't know if she buried the bodies in the house or I don't know, but there were ghosts in the movie, came out of nowhere, didn't really make any sense. Don't watch it. It's not good. It's I just didn't enjoy watching Last Night in Soho at all. I think it was Edgar Wright's like worst film he ever put out. And he put out like fucking Baby Driver. Baby Driver is a good movie. So is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. So is like all the stuff he did with I forget his name. The Hot Fuzz gang. I love Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz is a classic film. But I also saw Thor Love and Thunder. Was that last week or the week before? No, it was last week. Yeah, I saw Thor Love and Thunder. No, it was the week before. It was because I was sick last week. Also, why the podcast didn't come out last week. But I saw Thor Love and Thunder. I thought it was okay. I did have some dislikes, primarily the kids. I think I have this issue with child actors where they never really like do it for me. I don't know. I don't know. Kids rarely deliver on good performances in film and television, but I hate kids. I do. I fucking hate kids. But I did like oh no, let me finish what I was saying. I also didn't like the amount of jokes. Like there were a lot of jokes in that film, a lot of which were like forced, a lot of forced humor. But I guess that just goes with Marvel films now, I guess. But I did enjoy the fucking screaming goats. I fucking died laughing every fucking time they were screaming on screen. Literally every time they were screaming on screen. Just laughing my ass off. I also love the fight they had on that like Shadow Realm like asteroid planet. It really it showed like this crazy scale for them fight, like you could see them having battles on like other sides of this like asteroid, but you could like see everything. And it was in black and white. The only color came from like Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. And like whenever they use their powers, that's like when color would come into the shots, but other than that it was just black and white. I thought that was fucking awesome. The ending was kind of ass, I will say, and obvious. They kind of made. I guess you could say he was corrupted by the sword, but I mean, he could have just wished his daughter back instead of killing all the gods. I don't know. And it's weird that they came to that conclusion at the end. Thor was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do my thing. You do your thing, bro. If you don't bring her back, if you kill the gods, whatever, I don't care." Which was a very interesting take on that because I mean, Gore did win at the end of the day. He did catch the dub. He went to see Eternity. I think that's what the entity was. Eternity. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean but that shot was pretty cool. I liked. I'm pretty sure they said that was like shot in a like a Walmart parking lot. But I did like the film overall. I did like it. I didn't hate it completely. I just wasn't for some of the decisions. I'll just say that. But last night actually, I went and saw the movie Nope. Jordan Peele's third film in his I don't even know what to call it. It's like new age horror trilogy. Let's go with that. But Nope was great, honestly. I've literally nothing bad to say about Nope. Like I loved everything they did, from the writing, which was really good. And it wasn't like, it felt really good because it felt natural. Like the characters didn't seem fake or anything like that. The characters were written to like depict actual people and what they would do in like these situations. Uh for instance, Kiki Palmer's character is like someone who didn't really have the best relationship with her father like her brother did. Um and she's just mainly focused on herself and doing her own thing. While on the other end, her brother, uh, Daniel Kalula, gonna fuck up saying that last name. I'll just call him Daniel. But yeah, Daniel was just like quiet, stoic dude who did what his dad did and tried to save his ranch. They were horse trainers for film and television. and it was good. The whole premise was interesting. It was sort of an alien invasion, which morphed into like them wanting to get the first documented image of like extraterrestrial life, like the first proof, the Oprah shot as they call it. But I highly recommend everyone go see the film Nope. It's out this weekend. I didn't spoil anything. Nope. On some TV. I was over the past week I was sick. So I binged television and yeah, but I'll get to that after I talk about Disney. In talks to acquire the streaming rights to Doctor Who, which is it kind of makes me sick like I was last week. I just don't I don't need I mean all honesty, it helps me more to see Doctor Who sooner. But I'm pretty sure HBO has some sort of streaming rights to it because the entire rebooted Doctor series is on. I guess it could be good, but I think Disney is just fucking a snake company. I don't like it. Let HBO have Doctor Who. Disney doesn't need everything. On to some Netflix factuals. The Duffer Brothers. The Jesus. The Duffer Brothers. The Duffer Brothers are thinking about making a live action Death Note series. Which I mean, they already made the movie. I guess with the names of the Duffer Brothers, people may want to watch it because Stranger Things is so huge. Even though I'll get to that Stranger Things talk in a little bit when I talk about all the shows I watched. I have thoughts. I don't know. Probably not gonna watch it. I say that. I say I'm not gonna watch it, but I know I'm gonna watch it. Especially after watching some of the shit I watched last week. So I'll probably watch it. I'll probably hate it. Yeah, I'll just watch it when I'm sick again. Okay, TV shows I watched. Season 3 of The Boys was just great, honestly. Every episode just elevated after the next. And it was just all around good. I talked about Anthony Starr earlier as Homelander, who just kills that role. Completely kills it. And I love Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy. One of the Soldier Boy literally stole every scene in this season, like without even trying, and it was so good. Like I haven't seen much of Jensen Ackles. I never watched Supernatural. It's too many episodes, so I will probably never watch it. I think it was on for like 20 years or something like that, which is insane. But if you don't watch The Boys, go check it out. Probably got to give that season was like 4.75 out of 5. I would say it was really good. Really good. Now on to Stranger Things, I will preface this by saying I really enjoyed the latest season of Stranger Things. I felt like they recovered after they were starting to slump a little bit story wise for the show. I didn't like season 3. season 2 is okay. I liked season 1, but season 4 was just all around leagues above like anything before it. They elevated the horror. They killed a lot of people in this season. Might not have been any of the main cast, which I find a little annoying. But at the end of the day, Stranger Things is a pseudo kid show, teen show, so you gotta have characters that stick through it, I guess. So that ending rubbed me a little wrong, especially with Max being blind and paralyzed and like dying. Then she comes back because of Elle, I would assume. Eddie dying was just a classic Stranger Things formula, introducing a great new addition to the group, and then just murdering them in the last episode. That's just what Stranger Things does, and I don't know why I expected them not to do it. Well, while it was predictable, I don't even think it was needed, honestly. I mean, I guess the character of Eddie could not have been redeemed in the eyes of Hawkins, probably. But I fucking loved when that dude got tore in half when the gate opened up. Obi-Wan. I watched Obi-Wan since the last podcast, and it was good. I loved all the scenes with Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor is one of those people similar to Anthony Starr where he just is that character. Ewan McGregor is Obi-Wan. And Hayden Christensen's showing up to return as Anakin Vader. That was a surprise. I actually enjoyed his performance. Like the last episode after that final confrontation between Obi-Wan and Vader, which was fucking dope as fuck. That voice acting trick where you could hear the old Anakin coming in with the Vader voice like doubling. It was pretty cool. I did not like the child actor that played Leia. Going back to what I said about child actors, I just don't prefer them. Not really. But all in all, I enjoyed Obi-Wan, although the story was a little boring. I just enjoyed seeing Ewan McGregor back in the Jedi fit. While I was sick, these are the two shows I actually watched when I was sick: Miss Marvel and Resident Evil. I'll start with Miss Marvel. While I didn't really like Miss Marvel, I don't think it was targeted towards me. I do like that Disney put out a project like that. That was really cool and really interesting. It really showed kind of what it's like living as a brown skinned Muslim in the U.S. post 9/11 and how they deal with the government and racism differently than other races. But I just didn't really care for Miss Marvel. It wasn't didn't really excite me in any way. I did enjoy the actor that played Bruno, who was actually number two, Spider Man. Almost was our Spider Man. I feel like he would have been a great fit. He had that about him. He's very Tom Holland esque. They look very similar. Have sort of the same mannerisms. They literally talk the same way. Uh, Peter and Bruno is what I'm talking about, not Tom Holland and I forget the dude's name. But he was good. The character of Kamala was all right. Like I said, it's not really for me. I don't even remember how it ended. I just know they spoiler for Miss Marvel if you haven't seen it. They introduced mutants in probably the weirdest way possible, which is kind of annoying, but it's whatever. I feel like they should have stuck with Inhumans, bring that back. But I don't think Marvel's ever bringing up Inhumans ever again, especially after Multiverse of Madness. This is not happening. I also saw that Disney, I think, trademarked like some titles like Avengers, Secret Wars, Avengers, Kang's Destiny, or something like that. So it's looking like the future Avengers films are time and space related. What's up, dude? How's it going? Squall. Kang goes hard though. I love the character of Kang. Can't wait till he's back in the saddle. I felt like he was really good in Loki. I feel like Loki was just good comparatively to all the other shows. I liked it more than Miss Marvel, but that's just me. On some, yeah, the last dude, the guy that Sylvie killed and fucked up the timeline. I don't know. It's that whole thing is just it still like bothers me because it doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make any sense. But I'm not gonna delve into that conspiracy. Yeah, he is, but like the way they explained it was that there was one singular timeline that he like created more so and like kept in check. It was like sort of like a bubble timeline outside of like all the other timelines where there were other hymns that would just know there's like a multiverse. I don't know because multiverse and like time is not the same thing. So I don't know how they're gonna do that. No, I get that. Like when they kill him, he just gets replaced with like actual Kang the Conqueror and not just he who remains as he was called in the show. But another show I watched last week, Resident Evil. Now I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil. That new telescope gonna see him. Exactly. He's out there. He's out here. That's him. He's that star. Crag said it was lit. You're talking about are we talking about the same Resident Evil? Cuz I will say I liked it, but I also didn't like it. I liked some parts were like really cool and interesting. Like there was one plot twist like halfway through the season that I did not see coming. But I just didn't like when they what didn't I like? The characters. I did not I didn't like Billy Wesker character at all. That was like an awful character. Jade was just annoying. But I mean, fucking Albert Wesker was great. The actor who played Albert Wesker was just killed it. I feel like if you're a fan of Resident Evil, you should try and get through all of it. The ratings for it are not good, I will say. It's like below 50% critic score, below like 20% audience score. So like no one really likes it. No one likes it at all. But like I did enjoy it. I found it interesting that they kind of made it canon with the games, which they like sort of reference. But if you like never played a Resident Evil game and they like reference the games, you would have no idea what they were talking about, and it would definitely go over your head. It was kind of annoying. They set up some things in season one, but the way it ends, like it needs a season two to make sense. It literally needs a season two to make sense, and it's not gonna get it. It's not going to get a season two. That shit is gonna get canceled because Netflix just cancels anything, even when it's good. Netflix cancels it. And Resident Evil was like, yeah, I I think I gave it like 2.5 out of 5. 2.5 out of 5. Yeah, like a 50, like 50-40% ish. But look, Resident Evil folded the bag. Like I feel like it's not hard to make a good Resident Evil TV show. It's definitely geared more towards like a series than like a feature film, I would say. So that way you could like develop your characters a little more. They were like flashing back and forth between like pre-apocalypse and post-apocalypse. Like honestly, all they really had to do was have it in fucking Raccoon City for like just recreate Resident Evil 2. Not like they did with the movie Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, which I still need to see actually. Still need to see that movie. Even though I hear it's not good. But they just need to like stick to one character and just like as they're going through it, make Leon the main character in one of these like shows, you know. It's like the most it's Leon and Chris, the standout characters of the series. They could have even like did something a little different, like how the newer Resident Evil games are, like the first person Resident Evil games with Ethan Winters, I think his name is. Yeah, like they could have did something like Resident Evil 8 or even 7. Something like 7 would have been cool. Like it could have been like a country bumpkin cabin in the woods type feel with like zombies and shit. I don't know. I'm not going to come up with a story. That's their job. But that's gonna do it for today's podcast. Went on a little gaming rant, but it was related to the topic of Resident Evil. We keep some cohesion here, although it's all train of thought. Thank you for listening. If you're listening on Apple Podcast or Spotify or even downloading the podcast, which is even better. We love that. We love the support. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Glad to be back. New episode next week. Same time, I would say. 4:30 ish next week. Come check out the live stream if you are listening. Twitch.tv/Why Am I Here Pod. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch. Nope. Nope. Damn, I love that movie. Follow me on Twitter at Why Am I Here Pod. Fucking forgot my own handle. That's insane. That's actually crazy. Have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, wherever it may be for you, when you're listening to this. And thank you for listening. Have a great day. Goodbye.